Thank you all for joining us today. I know we all lead busy lives, especially being in travel, and your time is valuable. So, really, from all of us here at Europe Express, thank you for joining us. Please note we are recording this webinar for educational purposes. After the presentation, we will add the recording to the Europe Express website located under the Resources tab called Webinars. If you do have a client walk in or get a phone call, don't worry, you can always re-watch this presentation later. Also, if you have any questions anytime throughout the presentation, please type it in the GoToWebinar module and we will answer it at the end. If we do run out of time, we will send you a follow-up email to your question within 24 business hours. Without further ado, I'd love to introduce Joyce Taylor, our Inside Sales Specialist, who is going to take us into the tips to booking online.
Hi, everyone. Thank you so much. Again, my name is Joyce. I am the Business Development Specialist for Europe Express. Basically, what I do here is I do exactly that. I help you to develop your business as well as support our sales managers who are out in the field. So you're probably familiar with Europe Express already, but just in case you aren't, who is Europe Express? We specialize in the planning and booking of European vacations. These are 22 countries that 82% of Americans choose for their leisure vacations, and we can book trips to all of them. So touching on why use Europe Express. Since 1990, we've worked exclusively with travel advisors to create completely customizable European itineraries for both FIT and group travel. Our team here is composed of knowledgeable, passionate, and well-traveled reservation specialists. They've either lived, studied, or worked, sometimes all three, in countries throughout Europe. So they know our destinations and products inside and out. We do have a dedicated groups team, and our groups can be quoted at net or with commission. You just need to let us know. When your clients are traveling, our DMC in Barcelona, and our Barcelona office is there. They're in the same time zone to help if anything should go wrong. And of course, our Barcelona team is also out there visiting and contracting our hand-picked product. So really quickly, what are the products and services that can be booked through Europe Express? For air, we have contracts with all of the major carriers in and out of Europe. You do receive 5% commission on air, regardless of the class of service for all FIT bookings. Hotels, anywhere from 3 to 5-star options. So we really have that product range to give your clients exactly what they're looking for. Sightseeing, we have an abundance of sightseeing, so over 600 plus off-the-shelf options. And these are things that can really make your client's trip memorable. For transfers, you'll find private, shared, and executive private transfers. We do have transfer options to get your clients wherever it is they need to go. For your more adventure-seeking client, we do have some great car contracts for car rentals. And we do have all of Rail Europe's product loaded live into our system. We do offer travel insurance as well, and we do highly recommend it for any trip that you're booking. So some things to keep in mind when building and submitting a quote. I do want to take you through really quickly the step-by-step booking process. If you have booked with us online before, you probably are familiar with this page already. You do need a login in order to access the online booking engine. So once you're logged in, you'll see on the left-hand side, design a custom vacation for your client. So you'll need to fill out all of this information in order to get the services booked. So which cities will be included? Is it multi-city, single city? Fill out all of this information and then click on search. Now, for these examples, we do want to show you how to add on services, but first and foremost, we'll go through the booking of air and hotel. So the first screen that you go to is for the air. This will automatically filter for you by price. If it's more important to you what time they're departing the US or what time they're arriving in Europe, you can also sort that way, or you can filter by the connections as well. If you do know the airline and flight number, you can also put that in the search box and select go. Just as we do for our 101, we're going to go ahead and select the least expensive flight. So you select the radio button and check next. This will bring you to the booking of hotels. First and foremost, the first city will come up. In this example, we're using London and Rome. This will price for you automatically. It will load for you automatically by price. You can also sort it by the rating, the star of the hotel. You can search the hotel for a hotel in this box and select go, as well as use the hotel map to select the hotel. Now, where you see preferred partner, those hotels have our exclusive contracted rates. Our team in Barcelona is out visiting and contracting those particular hotels. So you'll see some really great competitive rates when you're using our preferred partners. So for this example, we'll go ahead and we'll select the room category. You check, the select the radio button and check next. When you do have multi-cities, you will need to repeat this process for each one. So I do, again, want to note that this is the core of the reservation for this example will be the hotel and air. So for the next slide, we've already finalized the reservation and we would like to add on services to the reservation. So if you're looking to add on additional services such as transfers or sightseeing, at the top, you have your quote number up here. Select Add Services in the header. Important to note that you're still logged into the reservation. So you're in the reservation, you select Add Services, and this will bring you back to design a custom vacation for your client. So in this screen, you do want to go ahead and uncheck the air and hotel, select single city, and then select the options that you're adding on. So whether that be sightseeing or transfers. You enter in the number of adults, the city that the sightseeing or transfer is for, and the range of dates, and select search. You'll see a variety of transfers come up. Transfers, we can accommodate rail station pickups and drop-offs, cruise ports, outside the city, and all airports. So really important to note here, there are a ton of transfer options available. So you would select the date, the number of passengers, and per person. I'll show you what that looks like after we get through the sightseeing. This is what the sightseeing will look like when you're adding it on to the reservation. If you'd like to know more about a tour, you simply click on the hyperlink, and a pop-up window will come up with more details about the inclusions and a detailed description. Really important, you enter in the date, the number of passengers per person, and select next. This is what it will look like when you're adding on, whether it be a transfer or sightseeing. So again, you enter in the date, the quantity per person, and next will be above the transfers or the tours. So once you select next, the whole itinerary will load for you. In this example, it's a little cut off here, but I wanted to show you where you actually save the changes. So once you save the changes, your itinerary will be updated. It won't update unless you save those changes. So if you would like a product that's not available in our booking system, you can submit it as a special request. For example, let's say your clients have their eyes on a Tuscan villa stay. All you need is to send an email to our reservations department detailing the name of the property, the desired dates, the number and style of rooms, and any other special requirements. The more you let us know, the better, and we'll go ahead and we'll contact the villa directly to negotiate rates. Another quick thing I'd like to show you, you can still add on an advisor fee once you've saved the quote. All you need to do that is you pull up the reservation number, select Add Service Fee, enter in the amount, and save. So very simple to add on an advisor fee on top of what you're already making for your commission. It is seamless to your clients and it shows as custom vacation. So they don't even know that you've added that on. So to make a deposit on a reservation, there is no standard deposit amount. Deposits are calculated for each individual booking. You'll find that amount stated on both the client and the advisor invoices. And if your clients are traveling within 60 days of booking, full payment will be due at the time of booking. So how do you make a deposit? To make a deposit, you select the reservation. So in this example, we have the reservation pulled up, and you can do this one of two ways. You can select make a payment and then purchase, or you can select book now and then purchase. Now, really important to note, make sure you review the itinerary and the names as well as the flight information. It's a lot harder to change things once you've placed deposit on the reservation. The next screen that comes up after you select purchase, you will need to enter in the passenger billing information as well as the deposit amount. Okay, so you aren't entering in the actual credit card information here. You're entering all of the passenger's information. You will need to check off terms and conditions as well as the hazardous materials regulations. It will not let you go any further unless you've agreed to those terms and conditions. So once you've done that, you select continue. And that will bring you to the next screen. So this will bring a pop-up window for CyberSource. That's our trusted provider for securely handling all online payments. So this is where your credit card will actually be, the information will be entered in and applied to the reservation. So to touch on documents, once you've created and saved your itinerary, you'll be able to access all documents associated with the reservation. To review your documents, you simply pull up the reservation number, and in the header, you'll select documents. That will bring up the option of the advisor invoice, client invoice, or the client itinerary. The travel documents will not actually show until you've made full payment on the reservation. So this is an example of what the advisor invoice will look like. The advisor invoice, that's going to show you the itemized pricing for the quote. And this is where you can see your commission broken out, as well as review the itinerary details for your clients. This will also advise you when the deposit is due and when the final payment is due. The client invoice, this is what we recommend presenting to your clients while booking. The invoice, this is going to package all services together and provide a single price point for your clients. That way they're not shopping around and comparing services and prices to online competitors. Also, if you've added in the agent markup, it will show as custom vacation as a built-in line item. So again, that will show on the client invoice without a price included. Quick example of what an FIT itinerary will look like. This is really a nice way to show your clients what they're doing each day of their trip. For travel documents, keep in mind documents are usually sent 4 to 6 weeks prior to departure. You do have access to contact our document department if you should have any questions. That email address is docs, D-O-X, at europeexpress.com. So again, any questions, please feel free to reach out to our documents department. So here is an example. As you know, seat assignments, they're not always guaranteed. If our air team was able to confirm your client's seats, they'll be found here in the travel documents. What you'll see here is it provides the record locator for each airline. And here you'll see if they have seats. So in this example, for Air France, you'll see they have seat assignments, but for Delta, there weren't any seats assigned. We do recommend you can provide the record locator to your clients. This is a great way for them to check their confirmation number to see if seats can be obtained, or even choose an upgrade as well. You'll also see on the documents local contact information pages. A local contact information page. This will list all of the hotels that your clients are staying in with addresses, phone numbers, and of course an emergency line for each hotel. Documents will also include a voucher for each service in the booking. So this is an example of what a voucher will look like. They do need to be printed out and taken to the hotel. The voucher is going to advise what's confirmed, when, the duration, as well as the hotel address. If you're looking for a special touch to hand your clients, we do have our silver service documents. Those are issued automatically to any reservation booked of $20,000 or more. You also have the option of adding this on for a fee of $50. So post-deposit, once you've posted the deposit on the reservation, you can check your client's flight information, add transfer details, as well as make the final payment. Again, final payment is due 60 days prior to departure. So to check your client's flight information, you'll select the reservation, click on the Documents tab, and then open up the travel documents. You'll scroll down to the flight itinerary, and there you'll find the confirmation numbers, their flight departure, arrival times, and their seat numbers. So I did show you previously what that looks like, but I do want to show you where to find their ticket numbers. Whoops, sorry. So here you would select Documents and pull up the document. And this is what the flight numbers will look like. Here you can find the passenger's name and each individual ticket number as well as the airline. So multiple airlines, all of these will be listed within these documents. So if you've booked a whole trip with us, your client's transfer information, their pickup and drop-off times and locations, they're automatically going to pull into the itinerary. However, this isn't the case if transfers are booked on their own. So it's very important to add on these transfer details. The longer it takes to add these in, it can hold up your travel documents. So as soon as you have this information and deposit has been placed on the reservation, please be sure to go ahead and enter your transfer times, pickup and drop off times in. In order to do that, you simply select the transfer. A pop-up window will come up asking you to fill in the information. There's even a helpful hint on how to enter the information, so you can enter it in exactly as the example shows. Once you have that, select Save and Close. If you need to change it for any reason, that must be changed through our reservations department. So just send us an email, res@europeexpress.com, and we'll go ahead and we'll update the transfer information for you. So to make a final payment, pretty much the same exact way as you've made the deposit, you will go ahead and you'll enter in the reservation number here on the home page. Once that's brought up, select Make a Payment, and it will bring up that screen again requesting the address information. So if you've already made the deposit, this will automatically populate for you with the address information and the amount to be charged. So what are some ways, quick and easy ways that you can get started with us in order to receive quotes? Well, now you're an expert on how to book online, so you will have access to our online booking engine 24/7. You can also call into our reservation specialists. Our FIT department is here Monday through Sunday, and our groups department is in the office Monday through Friday. You can also submit a custom quote online form. All you need to do there is simply your city of departure, your number of clients, the cities they'd like to visit, their length of stay, and so on. And the more information you provide, again, the better. Once we have all that information, you'll hear back from someone within 48 to 72 hours. So the best way to keep in the loop as far as what's going on with Europe Express, sign up for our newsletters. If you sign up for our newsletters, you'll be able to find what webinars such as this, our fam trips, anything new that's going on, new sightseeing, new hotels. It's really a great way to go ahead and stay in the know. If there is a flyer that you're requesting or a webinar that you'd like to see, please share your feedback with us. We'd love to know. Your sales managers, they're also a really great resource for you as far as addressing all of your Europe Express needs. We're here to answer questions, schedule office visits, and solve any issues that may arise. So the way that we work here is your sales manager is based upon where you are located. So let's say your host agency is in Texas, but you're in the Southeast. Your sales manager will be Ryan Littell. I'll leave this up for just a second so you're able to document who your sales manager is. We're also very fortunate and proud to partner with these consortia to help members across the country to create their incredible and unforgettable European vacations for their clients. We're also proud members of US2OA, ASTA, and IATA. Again, to touch on our hours of operation, our FIT department is in the office 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, Monday through Friday. Saturday and Sunday, 7:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. And our groups department is in the office Monday through Friday from 6 a.m. to 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. These are the numbers to reach both our reservations and our groups department, as well as the email addresses. And I know that I went through everything very quickly, so I'm sure that we must have questions, Danielle.
We do have some questions, Joyce. Thank you so much for taking us over all the steps to making a booking. That was excellent. Our first question comes from Denise. Denise is wondering, how do I email a quote to my client?
All you need to do to email the quote to your clients, I'll go back here. Find the slide. Okay, so you'll want to send them the client invoice. So when you pull up documents and client invoice to view the document, you can send this in Word, HTML, or a PDF. PDF is my preference. You just select PDF, and that will bring it down where you're actually able to attach it and send it off to your client.
Great. And since we're on this page or the slide here, Joyce, Beth was wondering, on the screenshot, it looks like the customer has the option of making the payment online. Is this correct?
Not correct. Only the travel advisor has access to this.
Right. Thank you. Linda is wondering, can Europe Express do a customized FIT vacation without accommodations?
Without accommodations, we do not book air only. So depending on what you're looking for. So we can do transfer only. We can do fly drives as well. We cannot book rail only. So if you're looking for just a tour or, a tour and transfers, we can definitely help with that. But in order to have air, you must have a car or a hotel on the reservation.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Joyce. Beth is wondering, at what point is the airfare guaranteed?
Once you've placed deposit on the reservation, so let's say you're holding a quote and it's a week later, that airfare can change. So once you've placed the deposit, our air team will go in to confirm the air. So it's not guaranteed until you've placed the deposit on the record.
Perfect. Marisha is wondering, can you review when we are supposed to add the transfer times? Is it after the deposit? Do you mind going back to that slide?
Sure. I just need to remember where it is here.
Yeah.
I think it was post-deposit, my post-deposit slide, right?
I think it was.
Here we go. Yes. So you add those in once the deposit has been placed. It's not significant if you're just holding the quote, but as soon as you've placed that deposit on the reservation, you're going to want to go ahead and enter in the pickup and drop off times as soon as possible.
And her second part of that question too was, how do we upload rail ticket information into the documents once it is known? So once you do add the train ticket numbers, that will automatically go into the travel documents. So as long
Okay.
as it's entered in the cart. Okay. Gail is wondering, do you pay commission on travel insurance?
That is a good question. I don't believe so. I believe our travel insurance is just the standard travel insurance. What I can do is find out the answer to that and shoot you an email. But I believe that it is non-commissionable for the travel protection.
That's correct. Yeah. Thank you, Joyce. Paul is wondering, is there an ability to share information with the client before booking the reservation?
Absolutely. If you save the quote number, you can send them the client the FIT itinerary as well as the invoice.
Perfect. Thank you. We have quite a few questions still coming in, so I'm just going to do a couple more, and then me or Joyce will get back to you on some of these answers. Stephanie is wondering, is it possible to add frequent flyer numbers to a reservation?
You would need to contact our reservations department in order to do that. I'm sure that they can be entered into the record, but there's not a way to do that on the booking engine. Am I correct about that, Danielle? We need to do that through reservations once the air has been finalized?
Yeah, once there is finalized, it is best to go through reservations. You can add the frequent flyer number under the passenger, but we cannot guarantee that with our contracts that your clients will receive additional miles. So if you are looking for specific information regarding an airline frequency flyer program, I would contact a reservation specialist here at Europe Express. Okay. So Cynthia is wondering, can you ask for seat preferences for a client when booking air?
Well, for seats, I believe reservations, does it automatically assign seats if seats are available? And then if we need to request more specifically, then we need to email reservations, right, Danielle? Or I'm not sure actually if there's a way to book
No,
it
I'd be
online.
be happy to jump on this. Yeah, you
Thank
can't
you.
book specific seats online, but you could email a reservation specialist that you've been working with, or just a general email to our res@europeexpress.com inbox, where a reservations coordinator would be able to go into the flight that you just booked and see if they can select seats. So yeah, just make a note of what the reservation number is, what preferences your clients have, if it's a window seat or an aisle seat, and we will do the best we can. Unfortunately, we can't guarantee seats for or seat selection for all of our flights. It depends on the contracts with the airline, but it definitely does not hurt to ask, and we can see what we can do about it.
And going along those lines, Danielle, there is a tab as well. Speaking of fees, one important thing to note is the baggage fees. Each airline has a different baggage fee. Some include them, some include seats, some don't include seats. They're under our resources tab on the website. Under airport taxes and fees, you'll find some more information about this. So that could be quite a helpful tool for travel advisors as well.
Yeah. My personal thought too is I always just go onto the airline's website to 24 hours before departure and just see what other seats have opened up too. And usually there are some that are closer to the front, or maybe you wanted an aisle instead of a window. So I do encourage you to share with your clients to go online and check before 24 hours before departure. Okay, Joyce, I think we have run out of time. There are some questions that we didn't get to, but we will follow up with all the travel advisors who have asked questions. And we really thank you for your time. We know it is busy booking season right now, especially being in the world of travel. So thank you for spending 30 minutes with us. And thank you, Joyce, for really giving us all the information we need to book our next Europe trip.
Thank you all. Have a great day, everyone. Thank you.